Hey there, farm and garden friends. Today we're going to talk about 3 things you can do to help avoid midsummer burnout. Well, it is just another beautiful morning. Little overcast, but I'll take it. Could be worse. Could always be worse. Coffee in hand. Birds are singing. Doesn't get much better. Hard to pass up a breakfast snack. Delicious wild raspberries. Problem is, it's really hard to eat just one. They're so sweet. The alfalfa's coming back nice. It's been cut once already. This is about a 12-acre field. We pulled 54 round bales off it on the first cutting, so wasn't bad. All right, guys, so it is almost August. Quickly approaching here in the next week. We've all been through the spring planting now. Probably have done, I know myself, a lot of weeding. And we're into harvesting our vegetables now every week. So that on top of all of the heat we've had, and not sure that's going to let up. I think next month will probably be even hotter. So it's real easy to get burnout this time of year and over the next few weeks. Real easy. So I thought today would be a good time to talk about it and maybe give a few ideas to try to help you just avoid that altogether. Because I know us keeping our physical and mental energy up this time of year is pretty crucial if we want to make it to the end of the season. So it's real easy to just get burnout when things start to get maybe a little bit out of control, right? Or a little busier than you're used to. So hopefully you guys can maybe implement a few things that I've been doing and to help you as well. All right, now the first one I want to talk about may seem a little off, but it's going to be systems on your farm. The more things you have in place so things are running smoothly, the less you actually have to think about from an organizational standpoint, when things need to get watered, when things need to get planted, all of that stuff. If you can systematize that, just via a calendar, via Google Calendar, is simple enough ahead of time, before you get into the season, then that should help alleviate it a little bit, because I know for myself, when it's just chaotic and I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off, because things aren't in order, it's always a little more stressful. It takes more energy mentally and physically, and just adds to the burnout when things get hard, when you get into the heat of the summer. So that would be the first thing, and that's, something you should do pre-season. So you could implement them now, of course, but prior to burnout, you want to have those things in order so you don't have to think about that stuff when you're just plain busy harvesting, maybe weeding, selling your veggies or delivering them, whatever the case may be. So that's tip number 1. Just try to get everything as systematized as you can, preferably at the beginning of the season or even in the off season. And we were back to our half-mile point. It is another beautiful day. It's a little overcast, which isn't bad. It's keeping the heat at bay. There's a little breeze. We just got a rain overnight, so that was nice. It was needed. Corn's looking fantastic. It's growing like a weed. Tell me in the comments below, guys, how's your season going? Are you starting to feel the effects of burnout? Are the weeds getting the best of you, or are things running smooth? Let me know how it's going down in the comments below. I've got a busy day ahead, but I wouldn't miss these walks for anything. I'll tell you, I think I'm on day 27. So it's going well. Now the second tip I have for you, and I know that if you're like me and you're just hard charging through the season, especially if it's your first couple seasons, there's so much to do. You feel like you cannot take any time off. Well, I'm telling you different. I'm telling you, no matter what, take at least a day off a week. Yes, you may have to turn on the sprinklers if you don't have them on a timer. But as far as any actual work goes, take at least one day off a week. Whatever day that is that works for you. Because I will tell you that working 7 days a week on the farm, 10, 12 hours a day, will bring you to burnout faster than anything, okay? You do that for 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks in a row, you're gonna have an issue. Is it possible? Yes. Have I done it? Yes. Should it be done? No. So this year, every week I'm taking a day off from anything too drastic, at least. I'm spending the day trying to enjoy life, relaxing a little bit, being appreciative and thankful for everything and everyone in my life. Because regardless how bad things can get, there's always things to be thankful for. Always. It could always be worse. There's always somebody in a worse situation, no matter what. That's definitely helped keep me above water for sure. And taking a day off a week is crucial. And if at all possible, leave the farm for the day, or at least part of it. Go away. If you can go away overnight, that's even better. And I would definitely suggest that at least once every few weeks, just to get away. Out of sight, out of mind. Let it go for the day. Those weeds aren't going to grow that fast in one day. Now, if you leave it for a week, yeah, they will. But nothing's going to go awry in one day. Other than maybe watering if you're in a super dry area and they have to be watered daily. But that can also be done with a very inexpensive timer. So that's my suggestion number 2, is take time for yourself and for your family and friends. At least one day a week, and try to get off that farm for that day. Number 3, and this is one I have a really hard time with myself, so don't feel bad if you struggle with this as well. But the third way to help avoid burnout, and before it even gets to that point, is to ask for help. Odds are, if you reach out to your community, you'll probably get some volunteers. May have to trade them for some veggies. May have to teach them how to grow food. But that's all good, right? Because that's what we're trying to do anyway. Is help more people grow food and feed people. So reach out, ask for help. Don't be too prideful and thinking you have to do it all yourself, because you don't. And odds are there's somebody out there, probably a few people, that would actually really enjoy coming out to your farm or market garden or garden and getting their hands dirty for a little bit. So that's my tip number 3. Ask for help, get the community involved. And I think if you implement all 3 of these tips, you'll have a real good chance of just avoiding burnout altogether. I hope you guys are having a great season, growing a lot of food, feeding a lot of people. I'll see you on the next one.
Yeah!